Good evening. Check, 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 check. Just testing the old stream here. Good evening. Check, 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 check. Keith Lupton's first in the chat. How you doing? Good day from Perth, Western Australia. And a massive thanks again for Sky for making everybody rushing about with these ridiculous kick-off times again. So I want to say thank you to Sky for that. Hello, Colin. How are you doing? Hello, Col Pemberton. How are you? Gone are the days of the old 3 o'clock kickoffs, eh? So there we are. I've got the I'm trying to make me channel even better. I've got the team now scrolling from right to left, and apparently Job is injured, ankle injury. Yeah, so ankle injury in training apparently. Afternoon Jerry, afternoon Alan Ray, afternoon Stuart, looking forward to this. Hi Matt and Cabby, hope you're well. I'm fine, hope you're well too, mate. Just don't like this 12:30 kick-off carry on. I hate this rushing about when I've got other things to do on the Saturday morning. It's an absolute nightmare, but if we win, it sets us for a nice weekend, doesn't it? I need to shave my head and all that, but I can't find my razor. Not had time to look for it. Oh dear, 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 dear. So then Job is injured. Not a good sign. Not a good start. Not what we need. I just hope it doesn't come to bite Sunderland in the kahunas, because when we miss a player, it really seems to affect us. And of course, last time Job was out with a suspension with too many yellow cards. We didn't win a game when he was out. I think we drew, didn't we, with 6 on the bounce? Job's back for the Luton game. I hope so, Colin. And it could also possibly be a little bit of safety tactics as well, because if he gets 2 yellow cards, if he got a yellow card today and against the Luton game, he would miss the Leeds United match. So that is vital. Etienne Lemaire, hello Cabby, cheer up, we have good stats on 12:30 kickoffs lately. Worth the rush. Oh, it is. It's just annoying. Especially for them Watford fans coming all the way up from down there. I mean, that's mental, isn't it? Just checking my internet speed. That is 180 odd meg download, which isn't too bad. So yeah, we're still all on a high after that fantastic win against Middlesbrough. Absolute quality. Yep, bit of a shame. The fact, of course, with the injury leading up to our new signing, the striker from Liverpool. I mean, I've even heard rumours that the fact he might be available for the last 5 games of the season. I'm thinking, like, you know, well, what's the point? What's the point? Am I being negative? I don't know. I don't know. My messages are pinging away. Oh, it's my mate. So if you can see the I have got the scroll page. Just getting set up here. Darren Richards says, stop being negative. The match hasn't kicked off yet. I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh, excuse me. So I hope you can see the screen. I've got like a scroll going along the stream, you can see, with the team. Because everybody keeps on asking, what's the team, what's the team, what's the team? So I thought, put it up so everybody can see it. Neil Denbury, hello Neil, says, cheers Cabby, thanks for the stream as always. Lee Cattermole fan Peter wins in, Lee Cattermole. Cattermole. Darren Wright Charles says, and good evening from Australia. Hello to everybody from Aussie land. Hope you are all doing well. As their teams are in the tunnel. Job Missile, ankle injury, going to be a miss. Oh, it's a huge miss, mate, when Job's not featuring. It's we just seem to go missing in the middle, don't we? Packer Andrew, hello Cabby. He says, and fellow Sunderland fans, how's the weekend treating you? Not too bad, mate. Not too bad at all. Hope you're well. Hello David Jackson. You feel her out coming today? Well, we keep saying it, don't we? Like, would you to give someone an absolute kicking? But when's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? Tell you what, I like the Sunderland training tops. Like, I might have to get one of them. The old red training tops with the chevrons down the sleeves. I presume Watford's going to be playing in their famous yellow and red tops. The teams now walk out onto the pitch. So is everybody in the chat confident today then? David Smith says, can't wait to see Enzo in the centre. Cheers for the comms camera. No, Cabby, you're welcome, mate. You're very much welcome indeed. As the Sunderland team now come out, looks a fairly full stadium as well, with the we've got the big Sunderland flag in the Roker end. Don't think there's that many Watford fans up, and I don't blame them, to be honest with you. And the stand facing the dugout, they've got a bit of display there. As the teams are now walking past each other, shaking hands. Manuel, hello Cabby and everyone, thanks for the stream. Best from Monterrey, Mexico, 6:30 in the morning here. Oh, thanks for tuning in, mate. Thanks for tuning in. And I want to say thanks for all the new subscribers over the last week as well. It does mean a lot. Because I'm on my own with this channel, trying to do it up and things like that. Get a good help with Davey when he joins us on the Monday shows, which is really, really good. .4:30 a.m. silly time for a game, lying in bed with headphones on. David Jackson says, everyone's raving about Enzo and he hasn't got going yet. It's a good feeling when teams are fearing him already. Absolutely. Oh. Afternoon, cabby lad. Good afternoon, Durham Diver. He says 3-1 today. Isadore first goal, my prediction. I wear the lads 5-0. Or Jew says Luty. Hello, Luty. How are you doing? Let's get the commentary up in the background. There'll probably be problems with it. There always is. The Sunderland website doesn't seem to cope with different kick-off times. Every time there's a different kick-off time apart from 3 o'clock. The commentary doesn't seem to be working. And it says stream error. Just message Nick Barnes. Oh dear me. Once again, the Sunderland website is still not commentating. Yeah, well, I'm getting nothing coming out. This is the second match in the trot now where there seems to be a problem with the audio commentary. But the trouble is, there doesn't seem to be any phone number to contact the club or anything like that. And there's nothing on TalkSport 2 for commentary because it's Leeds against Millwall in the FA Cups. So we'll just have to bear with us a second. I'll do a bit of a... It's not good enough, is it, really, from the... For the reply. Oh, Nick Barnes has just got me back and he says there are problems, I'm afraid, which is quite frustrating. So I'm just on the hunt if there's any more commentary coming from somewhere, which I doubt it, as it's all FA Cup action, I'm afraid. How are the lads? I'll see if I can get it on this commentary, but I doubt it.
The internet. Unfortunately, the current program on this station is unavailable.
Nope. No commentary available today.
Luke O'Nien under pressure himself. It's caught late there, O'Nien. Referee plays on. Fernandez. Good player. You liked him in the previous year.
Yes, it's busy. You see that generally he's going to set up off on the left hand side, but he'll have the license as well to roam, I think.
So can anybody let me know if you can hear that in the background there? That's all I can do until SAFC sort out their end.
Looks to play down the line. Gets the deflection. Wins the throw in.
But just see there going back when we're moving the ball across back to Anthony Patterson, allows it to run across. It's doing things with a bit of tempo and setting their sort of standards and the tempo of the game early, really. And then he goes out to Luke. Luke's getting pressed. Dunby has come in to the starting lineup.
So can everybody hear that okay in the background?
Around them today, so you've got to be on your toes and move the ball a little bit quicker.
How are the lads, Janet? Man City getting beat, says Mackham.
Goes back through. Anthony Patterson gives him a shout. Collects.
That's great, thank you.
Settled yet.
It's not right though, is it? Because I'm paying a subscription to SAFC.com, and that's 2 games now where the commentary's been non-existent.
Freezing cold again over here. That normally doesn't deter these Sunderland fans. Pollock stops and goes the other way. Someone you played with, I think, Matty Pollock.
Yeah, young lad coming into the setup with Grimsby, my last season as a player.
Soko. Kiembe. Moves it to the left-hand side. Larucci. He's checked Benadze. Salis. Abdul Samed. Isidore gets a lovely touch on it. Oh, and Chris Reed was almost...
Good evening, Stephen Jones. Not long, cabby. I've just paid one now and it doesn't work.
So high that back line.
Umar, it's disgusting. Mick watching from Canberra, Australia. Good day. Welcome.
Trying to find Wilson Isidore. Stopped that time by Loser.
I'll be getting a refund from SAFC.com, like, because that's 2 games now where I'm paying for the subscriptions every month. And it's just not right. Good afternoon, Bong. Are you alright, mate?
Stopped by Circuit. At times, Watford have been sloppy in possession.
Yeah, I don't think they're a side who want to come in and sit off us and not have too much possession. They want to try and have a bit of the ball as well. You've seen that early on.
Abdul Samed.
Packer Andrew says the PlayStation networks are down as well, so you can't stream or play online.
Brings in
Seems to be a
Chris
massive outage, doesn't there?
Mecca.
Stephen Jones, hello, mate.
Sirkin takes it on. This is Enzo Lafayette. It's lovely stuff from him. And he finds Dennis Sirkin. And Sirkin's in the box. He's cue to Chris Reed.
Oh, that was a weak shot by Chris Rigg. Unlucky. SAFC is a pain in the backside. It is, Bong. I just don't know why they have so many problems.
Chris Mecca.
Bacon pink slice while listening in the background, says Maureen. Oh, lovely. Send one over here, please.
It's lovely stuff from him. And he finds Dennis Sirkin. And Sirkin's in the box. He's cue to Chris Reed.
Maybe, you know what, maybe could have took the touch.
As Dennis Sirkin takes it on. This is Enzo Lafayette.
Oh, dear me.
Lovely stuff from him. And he finds Dennis Sirkin.
Now, it seems to be the stream's now stuck. It's on a 40-second loop. I mean, I've not seen the news, but there seems to just be a massive outage on the World Wide Web everywhere. So the audio commentary's down from SAFC. The website, I'll just refresh that again. And now I'm having problems trying to find the commentary on here. So everything's closing in on me at the moment, making it just hard work. There we go.
Might go for another one.
Still in.
I thought that.
Look, flag stayed down on the far side.
Did stay down, but
It was mainly the Watford players appealing that it had gone out of play.
continue.
So you can get satellite signals from Mars and Saturn, but you can't get the commentary a few miles away. It's mad, innit? Hey up, Cabillo team. Hope you're all well. Hope you're well too. Maureen Johnson got the Macam cookbook for Christmas. Oh, lovely. That sounds really tasty.
Turn there, Deli Bashiru. He scored the penalty on the 2-1 victory over Sunderland. One of their only 4 defeats this season. Of course, at Vicarage Road.
I know, Joyce, it would be great if Lafay did get a goal.
That one wasn't.
A few empty seats in the stadium.
This afternoon, short sleeves.
people keep asking me, you know, would I be happy with a point today? No, no chance would I be happy with a point.
Looking for a gap. He finds Stan Neil. He's already looking more advanced than he normally is. That's not going to run. That's not going to run.
Yeah, didn't have the legs, did it there? See, the banquet.
Starting so again, surprise, surprise, says SJ.
But it's never going to run out of play. Don't they'll make that 20-30 yard run.
You know, when you look at the likes of like Leeds, they put the game to bed, don't they, in the first 7 or 8 minutes. Like, listen, if this was Leeds, it'd be like something like 2-0 up by now. And we like hang on to like the 87th minute and it's still 0-0 or something.
By Selvik. Comes into the side this afternoon in goal for Watford.
Hello, Cabby. Hello, Carl. I'm not on the chat today as phone has no charge, but you got you on Xbox. Thanks, Carl, mate, for tuning in, mate. Thank you.
Doesn't get a red white shirt at the end of it, and here come Watford. Check for Danzi. Forced back out. Deli Bashiru. Sissoko. I think they've won a corner here.
Yeah, it was unlucky. It was Trey Hume on the far side. Actually makes the challenge, and he sort of took
Joyce, you predict 3-2. Oh, another nail biter 3-2.
Sissoko eventually wins inside a corner.
We're going to go for the early one there. I didn't see the assistant standing over the ball.
Is this match on Sky as well? I presume it will be.
Neil Davies, the fourth official is Lewis Smith. Watford's first corner. Here's a short one. Check for Danzi. Picks it up. Roberts is in front of him. He manages to get the cross in. So he can get something on it, but it drops. Pollock's there. It's not clear yet. Shot goes in. Blocked by Pepin. This is back shooting, Danny.
Yeah, there's a few of them appearing. Was that Matty Pollock? Was it in the end he got the strike away?
He did get one of the second balls anyway.
Let's have a look at it back here now. Camera's focused on Chris Meppin. Let's have a look as it drops down.
It is.
No, it's never been handball. Yeah, turning away.
No, it's nowhere handball. No.
Just trying to him on the elbow, thinking there's
Lefebvre.
Who's in behind?
He is in behind. Ball doesn't get through though, Danny. Ball breaks for Sissoko. Musa Sissoko.
Sissoko's having plenty running down the right hand side there, mind.
Didn't go out. Assistant right on top of it. Abdul Samed comes across to help out. Gives it straight to Sissoko, who puts one in. Sunderland trying to get rid of this. Lefebvre stumbles on it. Check for Nancy, takes it on. Free kick against Chris Ray, right on the edge.
So Mets, wasn't it? A couple of opportunities to deal with the situation in this left back position.
Getting slightly better play, Watford at the minute. Morning, Cabby from Australia. It's a balmy 25 degrees. Hope for a big one from the lads. Average 2 goals of 25 minutes, and it's on Sky, people say, and Paramount Plus. Leyton Orient 1, Manchester City 0. Can you imagine if that stayed the same? Don't think it will though, but it is pretty funny that at the minute, like, isn't it?
It's a great position for Watford. See it there, just off centre. 25 yards out.
Check for Nancy, he'll fancy it. He's also got Loser with a hand on the ball, weighing up his options. This is quite central though.
Please hit the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you are new. Thank you very much.
I'm not sure if they have it now, as you say. Loser at 10. Yeah, he is putting it down, Loser, so he's...
Thanks for the subscriber.
To be honest.
Left hand side. Let's have a look.
Anthony Patson sets himself middle of the goal.
Lots of traffic in front of him.
Taking the time with the free kick, like.
Discussion, the two Watford players stood over it.
It's Loser. It's hit the wall.
It's not very nice calling him loser, is it?
Come again. Check for Nancy. Given away in moments. There's a chance to clear it. And Wilson Isidore's picked it up here. It's Isidore on the counter. Stumbles. Picks it up again. Isidore. Goes again. Pulled down a little bit. Referee's given it.
A good run by Isidore, like, but he was crowded out quickly by 3 Watford players. Usually the pace gets him away,
He just slows him down enough.
but the ball sort of got behind him a little bit. Yeah, he had to track back. Millwall 1 leads 0, says Keith.
Credit to Watford, they get bodies back in around him. Nowhere to go really, he does well in the end. It's just there, you see. A banquet as a piece of his shit. No need really, you see.
I got his shirt pulled there, clearly. Good decision by the ref.
And now, Sunderland are in a position that
Similar to Watford, yeah, exactly the same place.
to go. Stadium as loud as I've heard it for a while, singing Wilson Isidore's name. But it's Enzo Lafay who'll fancy this from the free kick. Pat Roberts is there as well.
Yeah, what did you see from Watford there? They have Loser and Checkford saying it was Loser that struck it with the left. I think this will be Enzo Lafay. Try and pull rank up Patrick Roberts, but we'll see.
Yeah, if it's Enzo's right foot, fancy that top left-hand side of the goal as you look at it on your screen. Top bins. And they've got the old draft excluder in the wall, Watford. It's Enzo who's shaping up, but Patrick is there. It is Roberts. Oh, he takes the deflection, goes for the corner. He went for the low one.
Yeah.
Apparently we've scored. Oh, 9. Come on. I'm so far behind in the stream.
Yeah, it's Matty Pollock. I think it's maybe just going wide of that left.
I've yet to see it, like.
Pressure still.
Mackham 73, giving me a heart attack, saying 0-1.
Whip it in with that right.
Heaven's sake.
It's a deep one. Sirkin gets it, keeps it alive.
Get in! Get in! That's what we want. Mackham 73, give me a heart attack, saying 0-1. Get in! Just got the head, didn't he? Just on the line. Yeah, he got the goal. He got the goal. Lovely little touch there by Hume. Another assist by Hume, like.
Sunderland, and he says it himself, he had a shaky start here at Sunderland, but he's approaching 300 appearances. He's already played the most games of any Sunderland footballer at the Stadium of Light.
Yeah, fantastic achievement, isn't it? Just gets on with his job, playing numerous positions. He's settled recently in that left centre-back position.
Yeah, no one saw that coming that first game. Watford will try and respond. Abanqua gives it to Andrews for Sirkin, who looks up for it today. Tries to get it back. Wilson is along, trying to get it back. This line is so advanced for Watford.
Come on.
It's on. And this is Chris Rigg. Rigg still going.
Oh, well done, Rigg.
He's been brought down.
Tell you what, there's some noise at the Stadium of Light as well. Time to drop back now. Don't be so daft, Doug. Aye, Regis Labrie. Aye, Looty, that was quality, wasn't it? Regis Labrie starts to bring on the defensive subs now. No, thank you. 09 did the Flying Dutchman. Just tuned in from Southport again, mate. Let's rock this game. Absolutely. Richard Rennick says, how are the lads? The Watford manager standing with his arms folded, looking a bit shell-shocked at the minute. Let's have another. We do need another. Millwall 1-0 up. It'll be some raw, won't there, if Lafay gets a goal, like.
I would say, though, it is central, isn't it? A decent strike. You know, you can work the keeper certainly from there.
Da-na-na-na-na. Honestly, when people put the score in, it says 0-1. That tells me Watford have scored.
Let me have this one. It's quite far out.
Teasing me in the chat there. Hello, Derek.
It's Lafay. It's on target. Either side of the goalkeeper. It's on target. Yes.
Say hi to Salag in Bali. Well, hello, Salag in Bali. Colin Pemberton says, having Samed in gives our midfield more freedom. Sounds mad, but we could be better with him in there. But you never know. Let's get at them, says Tim. And hello to the 186 watching the channel, which is fantastic. And thanks for the subscriber, by the way, which considering we're on Sky as well. So thanks for everybody who's supporting the channel.
You said, Danny, we haven't scored one by more than two since the Derby game. Again, it would send a message to the rest of the division if someone were to go on and do that.
Yeah, I think was it Derby or Oxford? Yeah, certainly Oxford or Derby. It was 2-0 here, wasn't it? Yeah, end of October it was. Yeah. I think it's 19.
Mackham saying FFS. Is that telling me they have equalised? I just don't know what to take with Mackham. Does that mean we've gone 2-0 up?
Still a long way to go, Frankie.
So you're looking for options. Dan Neil is that option. Holding off Musa Sissoko. Moves it on. Chris Mepham.
Watford fan on YouTube reckons 3-1 to us, says Derek. Strange. Lafay at least one goal today.
That's lovely off the top.
Deserves it. He's a class player.
Yeah, did everything right. Sunderland battle it back. Ring. Combining with Roberts. Fed in.
Yeah, nice. Plenty from Sunderland. See all the one-touch passing and movement off the ball. Excellent. Sharp. Thinks a cross out with his right foot there, Chris Rick.
Check for Dadzi. He's got pace. He's got speed. He's ridden the challenge. And check for Dadzi. Doesn't play in a yellow shirt, but he's dangerous.
Trey Hughes feeling something on the far side there when he lunged in. Trying to win the ball back.
Orient 1-0 up over City. That's mental, isn't it?
Brings in Enzo Lafay. Trey Hughes is still stumbling. Hobbling. It's just coming to your picture.
Lafay at least one goal today. Deserves it. He is a class player, like, isn't he? Hello, Billy Fly. He says 3-0. Got 2 more goals to go, Billy. Well, welcome along, mate.
He's not comfortable on the far side. Just have a look there. I think Leo Kjeld has gone out. Obviously, Luke can shift across the right back.
Here is Trey Hughes. He's moved it on.
Thanks, 43 likes so far. Be great if we can get 100 likes.
Picks it up. Pollock in possession. Loser.
Hopefully, Ashish scores a couple against Sheffield United. Good point, Mackham. 73.
Wilson Isidore.
I still like Ashish, though. I loved his work rate. I think he was good for us.
Defensive department.
Remember the reverse fixture against Watford. Sunderland were absolutely terrible first half down at Vicarage Road.
Trey just want to, he won't want to come off. He's quite robust, isn't he, Trey? And he'll give it a go.
But we can't let these back into the game, though.
Broken up momentarily. Check for Dadzi. Still looks a threat for Watford. Picks it up. Brings in Andrews. Deli Bashiru. Check for Dadzi. Musa Sissoko.
Really boos Sissoko every time he gets the ball.
Bernadzi. Sitting deep at the moment, waiting for Watford's next move.
Watford are still on the cliff. Let's nail them now. We absolutely need to do it, Derek.
Steal this.
Well, I was just going to say that you've got Wilson Isidore. He's just popping about in between the two centre-backs at the moment. And if they can, yeah, look at the space he's got there.
You don't understand FA extra time in the FA Cup. Just have penalties. I totally agree, Simon, and there's a lot of people have said that as well.
You won't want to get in a foot race with Wilson Isidore, I'll tell you that.
Some of the fastest fullbacks want to get in the race with them. Great pace. Sunderland need to deal with this. Chance for loser. Charge down. Abdul Said swings at it. Tries to release Wilson Isidore.
Watford just enjoying a bit of play here at the minute. Hello to the 201 watching, everyone. Hello. Mackham says, are Sunderland sitting back playing for 1-0? Well, they seem to be just took the foot off the pedal a bit, don't they? And it seems to be all Watford at the minute.
Or so where Sunderland were full of confidence, knocking the ball around really well.
Janet says Sunderland intent is there. 3 on target, Watford 0.
Benazzi again causing problems. Deli Bashiru. Benazzi again causing problems. Deli Bashiru.
Oh, having problems with the streams. Having problems with everything today.
Take the stick off at Watford, aren't they? Trying to recover a little bit, conceded and then had a...
Oh dear, it's one of them days on streaming, isn't it? Video doesn't work, the stream's not working properly. It just seems we're not ready for the internet this United Kingdom. We can't seem to do anything right regarding the internet. I'll refresh, see if there's anything coming on the Sunderland website again. Still nothing. Still no commentary from SAFC.com. All the millions of people who's paid for a subscription and not able to hear it.
Full of confidence, knocking the ball around really well.
Cleverly looks sick as a parrot eye. Watford look like the next team to score. Well, it's all them at the minute. I'm going to try and find another audio commentary for you to watch because that's stuck on loop now.
So he's doing a lot of unselfish work so far.
I didn't want to. I've got the Watford commentary on, but I didn't want to listen to the Watford commentary because it's biased. You get these days, don't you, where there's just nothing works. Running out of options. I'm not going to have Sky playing on in the background. Paul McVicker says, you're having problems, Stu. My 35 minutes journey from Lowry Hill to Fusel Street, an even bigger problem. You missed the onion goal. Oh, dear. Everything's all FA Cup day today, isn't it? So... There's no I can do. There's nothing I can do when it's like this, I'm afraid. Try the Sunderland one again. Right, the Sunderland one's totally gone down now, so you guys in the chat will have to... there's nothing working. I think there's a big power outage somewhere. I'm just going to see if I can change my servers here. Let's have a look at this. I'm going to change my server here. There seems to be a massive outage on the internet and the World Wide Web somewhere because, I mean, apparently all the PlayStation network is down as well. So there's kids that are really wanting to enjoy their weekend off with their friends round, they're not able to play on their PlayStations online.
Straight to O'Neill.
Oh, and what do we have it?
Finds Chris Rigg.
What do we have?
He keeps receiving in that little pocket of space, doesn't he, Chris Rigg?
Yep.
Several times now.
There we go.
Here's Roberts. Roberts. Just stopped. Sunderland get men around the ball and get a throw in.
Yeah, still good reactions though, isn't it? You see losing the ball there. Patrick Roberts and Chris Rigg don't have to check Vidadze winning the throw in.
Ball's whipped in.
There's loads, aye.
Yeah. Lovely ball in.
Well, I've turned the... Can you hear the commentary now alright in the background? I can't have the commentary playing full though, because I mean, that's a bit naughty.
And a banquet. Sort of a mismatch, really,
And I've put the match on. I'm watching the screen.
Right.
And I've had to turn that down because it's the Watford commentary, and I don't want that.
Still fair on the corner.
Oh.
It's Dennis Serkin, who's always lurking at the back post on these.
You know what's on top of the keeper there? I think he can catch that, can't he? Opts to punch it and doesn't really make a good job of it. You see now, no pressure on him. Can he not catch it?
Kind of hits him with his wrist, doesn't
Yeah.
You're right, you can't beat the good old radio. You can you?
Rigg. So Samed tries to get it backwards. Check Vidadze, who's trying to make something of this.
Glad you can hear.
Oh, big coming together. First card, and it goes to Dumbaya.
Yeah, I
Dumbaya gets the yellow card.
Comes off Dennis Serkin and gets away
Radio
from him
Newcastle
the
off
pitch. You see
limits.
there,
They're
he thinks
too
he
busy
can nick it.
announcing the Mag players' legendary status.
Well, coming together with Dan Neil as well involved.
Barnsley's number. Barnsley's doing a good job. It's out of his hands, I think. Any bookings yet? Well, they've just had a problem.
Too much involvement as he top end of the pitch. He's not happy. I think, to be honest, I think Abankwah's probably lucky that he's not gone in the book so far.
35 minutes for journey from Lowry Hill to
Free kick he gave away
Fusel Street.
earlier
Is that
on
the
to the
traffic?
edge of the
Absolutely
box,
nuts. It was
but-
crazy yesterday, Paul.
Yeah, Dumbia. Is he first one in the book? Is he, Frankie?
Yep.
Oh, thanks for everybody for hitting the
Johnson's
thumbs
on
up
the
button.
account.
If we can try and get 100 likes before full time, that'll be fan-dabby-dozy.
Sure he won't be the last.
Thanks for the subscriber as well.
Long way to go in
Appreciate
this.
it.
At the half-hour mark, though, here at the Stadium of Light. Dumbaya tries to make up for his...
That could be roles reversed. Dennis Serkin going in the book.
And it is.
First one in the book, is he, Frankie?
Yep.
Oh, thanks for
yes,
everybody
yeah.
for
He needs
hitting
to
the
make that-
thumbs up
No,
button.
as the
We'll
ball's
try and
dropped
get
there, Dan Neil just waits for
full
it.
time,
Really.
that'll be
Dumbia just steals in
fan-dabby-dozy.
ahead of him, and then
Sure he won't be the last.
Thanks for the
goes
subscribe.
flying in. Dennis, don't think you can argue it.
Appreciate it.
Dennis
The
doesn't
half-hour
really.
mark, though, here at the Stadium of
One
Light.
apiece.
Definitely got the sound here. If anybody has problems, but that'll be
Dumbia just steals
fan-dabby-dozy.
it. And then
That's a long way out.
Yeah,
but
check
they're
your
trying to
sound
make the
at
most
your
of
end,
this,
Ben,
Watford.
mate.
yeah, they've got a bit of physicality about them there. You see centre-backs coming forward as well.
So once
Taking
again,
short.
Sunderland are
Trying
on
to
this
advance
nervy
down the
1-0
far left-hand
lead, aren't
side.
they?
Stopped by Patrick Roberts. Goes for the throw.
SJ, you can just see us, can't you? 1-0 still in the 89th minute. Listen how quiet it is at the Stadium of Light.
Jake Vidadze seems to be at the centre of
Yeah, I
all
was
of
going to
the
say they'll
Watford
want to try and get
attacks.
him on the ball.
Yeah, I've got a
as much as
talent,
they can. He's
Simon.
looking for it, isn't he? Busy trying to make things happen for Watford.
Regis Lebris is screaming instructions at his side to press out, get the ball back.
Well, it sounds like SCFC.com's linked up with the SCFC live video and they're just playing the audio, but at
Hesitates on
least
the
they're
ball a
doing
little
something.
bit. Someone could smell blood a little bit there.
Sunderland seem to be sitting back at the minute.
Hume doing his best to get it on the far side of Larouci. But Watford still have it.
Job apparently is injured
Yeah,
himself
and
in
it's gone quiet in the stadium, as you
training.
say, but they're not really hurting Sunderland, are they? I mean, for all the possession they've had.
Oh, bizarre coming together. I think he's going to boot Wilson Isidore here.
Isidore booked, Sirkin booked.
I'm not sure what's going on there. He's not happy, Wilson Isidore, is he? With something. He's going in the book.
The referees must get turned on with these yellow cards, like.
Obviously, he's usually a fairly placid and quiet character, isn't he, Wilson? But
Stop sitting back, said
not
Stephen.
happy there. Not sure what's going on. Let's have a look. He's goes pressing him, doesn't he? And does he feel he's been caught in the face? There's a little bit of a kick out at him.
These refs wouldn't last 2 minutes in the 70s, would they?
The bank was just trying to hold him off there.
They would not last 2 minutes in the 70s.
And he's not happy, Wilson.
And it was proper hard football back then. They wouldn't have. They'd have to abandon the game after 10 minutes because all the players would be sent off.
Gambim moves it back to Pollock, gets it back.
The minutes in the 70s, would they?
Pops one over the
just
top.
trying to hold him off there.
Sissoko is chasing it.
That's good from Anthony Patterson. Good starting position there. So there's very little to do so far in the game. It's got to be switched on.
This ref is known for throwing out cards like confetti.
Nepham.
Yeah, hopefully Hall.
He's looking for the gaps in front of him, but there mustn't be one on.
No, but do you know what? They've got a high back line again, Watford. Since they're carrying the ball up the pitch, not really dropping off, and there's an option there to drop a ball in behind them.
Yep, Trey Hume gives it to Mepham. Again looking forward. Comes across to find Dan Neil, who's dropped in deep. Dan Neil moves it forward. Denzel Lafay now. Dan Neil thinks
So
about the cross.
close. Isidore did deserve that yellow. There's something going on, and our players are getting booed for nout. I know what you're saying.
Few groans around us,
What's
but
coming in there
Lafay
trying to
gets
get
it
our
back
players sent
brilliantly.
off?
And Enzo Lafay inside the area. Lovely pass across the middle.
Oh!
How did that stay out?
Well, everyone in the main stand, like ourselves, thought it was in.
I think the keeper was had that covered anyway. BBC live text 5 minutes behind player Watford. I've had 2 or 3 of the player as many shots as Sunderland. Likes of Hunter, Bremner, Giles would be sent off within seconds of kick-off, I would say, Simon.
With a big right boot. Turns it behind for the corner.
It's a good angle. I think Watford players waiting for treatment in the box. They're not missing anything. It's Pollock. Important.
You can tell this referee's picky though. You can just tell.
Move.
Yeah, I got there before you, SJ, centre of attention. Referee's walking around chatting to all the players.
Crowd are shouting about something
Let
on
the
that
game
far
play,
side.
man. Let it flow.
Not happy about something they can see. Coming together, maybe.
Set up in the Sunderland loading sort of far side of the 6-yard box.
Now he's gone looking at the keeper.
Yeah, BBC Radio Newcastle
Sissoko.
Yeah, I think it's. Just keep an eye on Sissoko.
doesn't play the commentary live when there's a subscription to pay for. I'm afraid that's what they do.
The grappling going on.
Yeah.
Job is injured. A slight knock to his ankle, John Boy. His ankle. Apparently he's going to be back on Wednesday.
Only as far as Trey Hume, the clearance goes. We're back in beautifully. Oh, that's some effort.
Yeah. Decent
Nine
ball.
again.
I'm 100 miles away watching you and screaming my lungs out. Come on, the crowd. Let's hear you now, says Derek.
Still in there from the previous set piece. See here now, just a touch out of his feet from Trey. And there, Luke's on the move.
75 people liking the channel. Thank you very much.
Just can't get enough on it though. Looking for that far post.
Okay, started off well. You're welcome, John Boy. Don't know why the reason is we try to defend 1-0. I don't know.
39 minutes here at the Stadium of Light. Trey Hume takes it. Abdul Samed. This is Roberts. What can he do against Pollock here? Roberts.
How we're from Elgollen, says
He
Stephen
loses
Rudd.
the ball.
Welcome, mate.
Did the hard bit. It's a big challenge in front of the referee.
As he sees there, he's 1v1 up against, say, Pollock. Fancy him to twist and turn him in there, but he does well. Pollock actually just slows him down enough.
I think Patton could have beaten with pace there.
Yeah, but he doesn't back himself really, does he?
He's waiting for the play
trying to work a yard, but
Ken says, hi, why on corners do they always fighting each other and never looking at the ball? Don't be a 3 yellows so
Fernandes
far.
goes again. Abdul Samed couldn't stop him.
You can hear the commentary, that's alright, Maureen.
There's a chance here. Oh, it's thundered into the side netting there from
switched on
Kayembe.
there. Starts to check Fernandes, picks it up and he
I'd book anyone grabbing
and as it
a
comes
pair of
into
shirt. You can't defend 1-0 well.
back here now, there you see. So I think he's got in a good place into Kayembe. Too
hope
much
we
time
don't.
and space there. We've got to see that and get out to it earlier. Fortunately, fires it into the side netting.
I think it's got me new Sunderland away top last week.
Scruffy.
Do like it. Penalty Watford, says Mackham. Well, there we go. If that's the case, that's what you get if you're defending all the time, isn't it?
Oh.
The dog got it back momentarily, but here's Andrews.
No. Penalty Watford.
I wouldn't be surprised if Watford have shaded the possession in this first
certainly
half.
have, yeah. I'd say probably
Just typical
60-40.
Sunderland, isn't it? Sitting back on a
To be
1-goal
honest,
lead,
yeah,
isn't it?
Again, how many saves has Anthony Patterson had to make?
Doing any damage with
No,
it,
that's
are
probably
they?
the closest they've come as that one there, side netting, but here they come again. There we go.
Oh, and it's a great save from Anthony Patterson.
It's a
there's
penalty.
a decision
It's a
to be
penalty.
made, and it's a penalty.
Yeah. And out of nothing, as we say.
This is the difference between Leeds United, you see.
Anthony Patterson makes a good save.
Finish teams off,
I think
we
it is a penalty on
just
first
struggle
viewing.
constantly, didn't we?
Not sure what Sissoko's saying. See it back here now, just keep your eye. Just take a nick off.
It's a wonderful save.
Trey Hume, I think. Maybe not, yeah, but it's over the top in between centre backs. Good save. Yeah.
Well, Sunderland they've just deserved it, to be honest with you. They've just sitting back, they're sitting back.
With the header.
Yep.
And as he goes to retrieve the ball.
And somebody just says, David Jackson says, you can't defend 1-0 or we'll get punished.
But then he catches him sort of around his hip, yeah.
So it's a penalty in the Roker end. Anthony Patterson's got a pretty good record. I'm sure he saved one at this end.
That's what you get.
It's Deli Bashiru who will take the penalty. He scored a penalty in the reverse fixture back on the 20th of September.
We miss ours, other teams score theirs.
Deli Bashiru versus Anthony Patterson.
Goal sends him the wrong way, yeah. And just like that, save for all the possession they had. They have really troubled Anthony Patterson. But he's called into action, makes a good save. And then the follow-up, Dennis thinks he can nick it, he doesn't. Deli Bashiru steps up, and Watford are back on level terms.
What is it at the stadium we like at the minute, like?
From our point of view,
Simon says, what is it with people giving out the scoreline before those following the stream?
One or two, maybe Chris Rigg.
I think it's just difficult to police because, I mean, nothing's synced, do you know what I mean? Cirkin having a terrible game. Why does Reid just do this? He did it last season at French team who got relegated.
That's where we're at, a couple of minutes before the break.
And that
Sunderland level.
Yeah, that has signalled the start of half-time for a lot of people around the stadium.
Such a simple penalty he done as well. No power in it, he just sent him the wrong way. Well, the happy clappers will be saying, oh, it's a good point at home.
From Onaya. Cut out by Kayembe. And here comes Chekvedadze. Roberts.
Scott Williams says, been saying this for a week. Need a left back. Sirkin is not a league winning left back. I give up, says Derek.
Sissoko and Dumbia in the middle. So it plays a blind pass, really.
Let's have a look on the social media for what people say. Stewie says, too much sitting back. We're just letting them have the ball instead of really getting at them. Thomas says, absolutely no contact whatsoever, but only have 35% possession at home when we've ever beaten a team before is unacceptable. Again, a poor half. How many times have we said that? David says, that's what we get for sitting back yet again after going ahead. Absolutely woeful half this Nathan. Stephen says, being poor to be honest, not surprised. Jamie Edwards says, I'm confused, there's only 09 that makes mistakes in that defence. Are we now going to follow suit and hound Sirkin out? Anyone surprised, says Kieran. So there's the there is the fans' take of things. Some people are ahead, Radio Sky streams. We don't all live on the moon. There's nothing we can do about the streams and stuff and people putting the scores in.
3 minutes will be added on.
But need to regroup and have a good half-time chat. They seem clueless at the moment.
First half,
stronger. But they've been in this position for a lot of the first half as well, haven't they?
Well, I would say Watford have been the strongest side from about 20 minutes on, I think.
Equalised as well. He's in.
Foul against Sirkin this time.
It was Andrews, the fullback, wasn't it? He'd run off the touchline. He just got off the back.
It's like
Dennis Sirkin in between him and Luke 09.
We don't seem to realise that we are playing at home. It's like we're at home and like we should be like dominating and really getting the crowd entertained. And it's the complete opposite when we're at home. It's like the away team has all the play. The away team quietens the stadium of light. The atmosphere is absolutely shockingly dead because it's just all the away team is just having the play all the time. And this seems to be happening time and time again at the stadium of light.
Isidore holds it up.
Yeah, he needs some support there. Get with him.
Need to go in for stop holding back. Margia says who win. Oh, goodness knows. Tim Stoker says it's like watching an England match. Score a goal, sit back, get punished. Carl Wingfield says why is Ballard not playing? Goodness knows. Simon says yeah, maybe ahead, but why spoil the stream? Marianne and Carl Taylor. Hello Marianne and Con Taylor. Hope you guys are well. He says so again at home against the bottom half team, very defensive setup, replacing Bellingham for Samed, a defensive player and no high press. Why we are playing counter football at home. We just don't seem to like playing at the stadium of light, do we? Perhaps Sirkin's not getting cover from the left wing as he was earlier on in the season, says Nomsky. And D Hall says Simon agreed with about the spoilers, no excuse.
Still on the ball.
I mean, I suppose people could just not put the score in until you've heard it from my end. Do you know what I mean? I think that's what other people in the chat are on about. You know.
Oh, Larucci, and Sirkin's going to have to get there.
Oh, they want a corner. They're not getting it though, Watford.
You know, if people know that Sunderland have scored or an opposition team have scored, just simply don't type it in the chat.
They're knocking on the door, Watford.
Until it's been announced on here.
It down, it waits for the fullback and it just takes it in. Dennis has to go narrow. He's got a man there and the fullback steps onto it. Andrews, he's got space. And it is a corner indeed. It comes off Dennis Sirkin's hip. Tom Cleverley.
I know what you're saying, Janice. Like I say, all people have to do is just not type in the chat that they've scored. Celebrate and jump around in your sitting room, in your car, wherever you're at. But just don't type it in the chat until people have heard it and hear.
Were looking like they were going to run away with it, but that hasn't been the case at all, as Watford have enjoyed lots of possession in that first half. And a right back injured thanks to a penalty from Tom.
Well, we'll just mute that now because the music's coming on. Carl Wingfield says, let's face it, Regis is not the saviour who hires a manager who get relegated then complain when we don't attack. Watching from the Gambia. Hello, Alan Howie. well, how many times do we see Sunderland coming out the second half and obliterating teams? But at the moment, Watford are walking down the tunnel. They're shaking hands with the manager. Their heads are up. They're all shaking hands with each other. Their team spirit's a lot better than Sunderland's at the moment. Sunderland are walking off, looking at the floor. Shoulders are down. Body language says it all. Watford are up for this. Sunderland aren't. That needs to change at half-time. Simple as that. And let's have the thoughts on the half-time then. Scott says, started well, good intensity. He says, sat back after the goal rather than press, and it's showing now. Sirkin's been poor. Roberts hasn't shown up again. Dominic says, get Sirkin off. He's been given away another penalty or is sent off. He says, midfield ain't doing much with the ball. Is that because Job's not on? And Isidore is getting frustrated. Trade Sirkin for Mienda and go attack them. He says, poor marking and depleted Watford side look good. Defending is dreadful, says Lee. Playing so slow and not pressing, just letting them play. Something needs to change at the break. Possibly Mienda on and go 2 up front. Lee Patterson says, 3 poor halves of football at home when Samad has started. Seem to sit so deep when he plays. We'll let them back in the game. So there's a lot of Sunderland fans not happy with that at all. And you don't blame them, you know. They're nothing special, Watford, you know what I mean? But if we're just sitting back and say, well, come at us, what can you do? Bran Gaming, hi Cabby mate, how you doing? Are you alright, Bran? Tim says, I'm also watching the match on Sky, but I don't post spoilers, it's not fair to Cabby's crew. Like I say, all people have to do is just simply just don't type the score in here. I didn't want to ban people because there's also supporters on my channel that come in here, like, but all you have to do is just don't type the score in when they score. That's all you got to do. And it's, I know you get people get excited. It's like 1-0, 1-0. SJ says, how's it spoiling? Give over, man. I'm not bothered, SJ. It's what other people are saying in the chat. It's because you guys are ahead, and I suppose all you got to do is just not type it in the chat. That's all what they're trying to say. 2 strikers at home, simple, says Nomsky. Simon says, Hall, have to laugh sometimes. Back at a certain individual complained when I mentioned in one game that we'd hit the post. I was slightly ahead. The hypocrite does it here. Sunderland will come out fighting. They've got to, Janet. At the end, Lamar says, anybody can mute from the chat. The guys who always spoil it or close the chat from time to time. Rooster says, made a point about the spoilers a few weeks ago and was called a bullier and internet hard man. It wasn't his fault. His stream was ahead as it was mine. I suppose it's over excitement, says Janet. Ken Udale says, could have been worse. Could have been down to 10 men with a foul for the pin by Sirkin. Richie Rennick says, we need to bring back the high press. And just in case says 77% pass accuracy. Watford's is 87%. Brant Gaiman says, let's not say that Sirkin isn't a good player. He's having a bad day. I would get him off though, because I think he's looking at getting sent off this second half. But you can see the difference though, can't you, between the likes of like Leeds United and stuff and Burnley. Burnley didn't let goals in. It's as simple as that. Leeds United, they show intent. They just go for the jugular and they just destroy teams before the 25 minutes, 30 minutes is up. That is the difference. And Leeds United will eat us alive at Ellen Road if we have this attitude against them on Wednesday. Oh, sorry, I'm not on Wednesday. Whenever we play them in a couple of weeks, a week and a half time. That's the difference between the Premier League team that's just come down like Leeds United and Sunderland. We just constantly make a meal of every game. And that's why Leeds are top by clear points, and that's why we aren't. It's as simple as that. Keith says, just had to pop out for a while. Is it 4-0 yet? Oh, you're joking, Keith, with us lot. Simon says, Rooster Coburn, without naming names, I have an idea who you might be talking about. David Jackson, we need to come out fighting or face the unbeaten run at home. Rooster Coburn, 100% Simon. David says, Leeds destroy teams too easy. That's the difference between them and us. Derek says, I don't mind playing defensive after 1-0. The other team thinks they're on top, but in reality, Lafay is primed for a hat-trick. The way we're set up, though, at the minute, we've just we've got nothing for our forwards. Jonathan Arnold says, my God, this is terrible. Soon as I seen Samed get my end on, for goodness sake. However, name says SJ. I predicted 2-1, says Janet. SJ says, is the future. I don't know. So do you think the point will be good at home today? On the positive thoughts, would you say we haven't lost again? We haven't lost. I suppose it depends on which way. I suppose it depends on which way you're looking at it, doesn't it? If you're wanting to just consolidate in the playoffs and get a point, it's not bad. But if you're really seriously intending to have a go at the top two, a million miles, it's not on. Do you know what I mean? So it depends on which fans look at it. David Jackson says, just don't put Pavida on. I've said it a lot, time and time again as well, minds. Every time we're missing Job, we've just gotten out in the middle. We've got nothing to feed our players, our forward players. Other teams dominate us in the middle without Job Bellingham. And that was like that for the 6 games with Joe on the trot when Job was having a suspension. Brand Gaiman says, a point is a point. It's better than none, but we could do with the 3. A point today is 2 lost. Very poor so far. Let's have a listen to what some more social media have said. Terry says, headless chicken spring to mind. Dog crap says Kev. Peter says absolute SHITE. So Hudson Walker says Lord of SHIT as well. Mickey Girdwood says tremendous block by Sirkin to stop us going 2-1 down, but will be highlighted for all the knobheads who just want to bring players down when they do something wrong and not praise them up when they do something good. Samed says, Tommy says Samed's been poor, hardly mentioned at all in the commentary. Russ Walker says far too passive and deep in midfield, cannot play Salas and nailed together, just inviting them on like Plymouth. He says, been saying this for weeks, we've struggled with crosses, Meps caught under the ball again, got to be Lafay into the game. He's a passenger and is not getting the ball at all. Roberts back to his normal self. A lot of people saying Sirkin needs to come off at half time. David says good first 20 minutes until we let them into the game. Every loose ball has fallen to a yellow shirt, says Gary. Keith says allowing Watford to look good. Sirkin is an absolute liability. A lot of posts about Sirkin. Same old, says Graham. Took the foot off the gas after scoring, sitting deeper and deeper, then press the self-destruct button. Crap, says Craig. Same old tactics. Point is having one up front. Nothing has gone down the right. So Roberts might as well not be on the pitch. Stephen Moy says, is Jack Ross back? So defensive without looking solid. BJ says, far too slow and sitting too deep. He says, these are there for the taking, but we're making them look better than they are. I replace Samed with Mienda and go up two up top. Just need to speed things up. Here says Thomas, 250 passes to 110, getting nowhere near them and just letting them dictate while we run around like headless chickens. We need to get hold of the ball. Simon says, we won't survive 5 minutes in the Premier League playing like this. Watford giving us a game, says Anthony, and look a stronger side in the tackle and physically. Need to up our game and make better choices or we are in trouble. Graham says typically average, far too slow moving the ball. Basically, this is just a carbon copy of the Plymouth match, isn't it? Absolute carbon copy of the Plymouth match. And that's what's annoying. It's just not good enough at home. It's just not good enough at home. And there's a lot of people post on social media and that saying, why is the atmosphere so bad at the Stadium of Light? It's because our performances are terrible at the Stadium of Light. You know, when was the last time you seen Sunderland like 3-0 or 4-0 up at the Stadium of Light and getting the crowd really going and singing, getting them excited, getting them believing that we could be going into the top 2? But it's not. It's been drab and it's been slow and it's been frustrating, and there's no to get the fans excited at the Stadium of Light at the minute. And that's what's really, really frustrating. Let's catch up on the chat. Very poor so far, says Brian. We're going to win this, says Janet. Andrew says, Packer Andrew says, I didn't want a point, and we get to complacent, and that's why one is all we need to tighten up defensively. Can't be drawing if we want the top two, says Simon. Rooster says SJ is the future proof. I know what he means by that. Jonathan Arlen says, same with Pat Roberts, he has no end product. He got found out last season and still trying same stuff. We need to be putting Watford to the sword 4-4-2. There must be a reason why Lee Regis LeBridge just simply doesn't like 4-4-2. Time to get this pretender manager out of our club, says Shadow. Fans backing him need to give their head a wobble. Is Shadow or Mag, says SJ. Paul Heron says, we played some nice stuff but now look complacent. Surrender the midfield. That's because Job's not in, is it? Job's missing. And this is what annoys me as well. Every time we miss one player, we just collapse. It's just the whole team can't perform. And this is what is wrong. This is where we keep seeing we lack strength and depth. Because once again, you get a vital player injured and the whole team as a unit just can't function. It's as simple as that. And that's how it is. Stephen Lane says, hi Matt and Cabby. Well, what can I say? If we were in the Premier League, it could not last 5 minutes. It's not good enough. In fact, it's letting everyone that supports Sunderland down. It's annoying, isn't it, Stephen? David Jackson, how many points would we have lost without Enzo? He's just a class away above any of our players. And of course, just in case says 1 point isn't good enough anymore, Cabby. We need 3 points from the majority of the games if we are to challenge for the automatics. Last place, I have no faith in getting anything from the playoffs. The playoffs are horrible, aren't they? The playoffs are horrible. I mean, the way Regis LeBridge sometimes sets up Sunderland, like a Jack Ross sometimes, where you gan 1-0 up front and then you just sit back and say, oh, "Come on, Addis, like you're not going to win games and you're not going to get through playoff games by playing like that." How many times do we have to say this? Burnley have let in 9 goals. We've let in 27. That's the difference. Brand Game says Isidore cries too much, but wouldn't be French if he didn't. Don't understand Roberts starting games. Regis LeBridge loves to start him at home. Samed off for Mayenda. I hope that is the case. Leeds 0, Millwall 2. Leeds United clearly concentrating on their top position in the Championship there, without a doubt. Leeds is an FA Cup match, so they will not be bothered about winning. Of course they won't. Leeds will destroy these, guarantee it. They'll destroy us, SJ, if we have this attitude against them. Normanski says, early changes are needed. The stats don't lie. Watford are on top. I mean, that's just because we're letting them. That's the trouble. Simon says, if you put Ballard on for Cirkin, who goes left back? Rooster says, no urgency against the poorer teams. No press. No tempo. Yet we do it against the better teams. Why? It's somewhat at the Stadium of Light as well, isn't it? It's like we're crap at the Stadium of Light. We're not. Entertainment value at the Stadium of Light is zero for some reason. How entertaining was that at the Riverside? We were fast flowing football, the way we were passing the ball. It was great to watch. Stadium of Light, it's like, how can I put it? We look lost. We just don't know where to pass it to. It's just like, well, we're at the Stadium of Light. Well, what do we do? What do we do here? It's bizarre. It's absolutely bizarre. Simon says, certain players said they learnt from the Plymouth game. On this evidence, I don't see it. Alan Gibbons says they look man for man physically stronger and needs to change. David Jackson, if we only make playoffs, guarantee we'll get better and they will want the revenge. End of. SJ says, or get West Brom and Mag Armstrong scores. Shadow Striker says, classic part of our fan base. Anyone says anything against them, suddenly that's a mag. Shows the tin pot side of our fan base. Shadow, I get that as well, mate. If I post anything truthful in a lot of social media sites, like saying, we'll not go through the playoffs the way we're playing, I get called a mag. I mean, that's just the keyboard warriors. It's October since we won a game by more than 1 goal, said Stephen. And there we go. Shadow Striker says, stop letting other teams live rent-free in your head. Keith Lupton says, if we beat Plymouth, Stoke and Burnley, we'd be near the top, all winnable games. We've got to just change the way, we've got to change our attitude. Because this is literally a carbon copy from the Plymouth Argyle game. Simple as that. And like I say, you wonder why the Stadium of Light is quiet or it's dead for atmosphere. This is exactly the reason why, because the team doesn't give you anything to shout for. They were noisy the first 15-20 minutes because we started to play a bit, but look what happened. Anyway, I'm going to go for a pee. Back in a sec. Oh, dear me.
Seconds. And then out of nothing. So one or two looking round at each other, but yeah. So as it drops into, was it Kiemi that picked up in the pocket?
Have they just scored?
He's had 4, 5, 6 touches.
Have they just scored? I've just sat down.
Challenge. As he drops it off.
Zimram Loser with the goal.
Yeah, Loser, who's generally played deep as well. I mean, he had the free kick earlier on.
You've got to be kidding me.
Yeah. But he looked glum earlier on, didn't he? Tom Cleverley certainly got a little smile on his face.
Oh my God.
Within a minute, a side are in front.
Speechless.
See it back here now. Here, look, he's got the ball. Look, somebody go make a challenge. He's had 5, 6, 7 touches. Still don't make a challenge. Lays it
this
on.
This is why I keep saying the top two
Great
just
strike. Yeah, give him credit. He's bent it in from how far out was he? 25 yards, maybe further. Right into that top corner. No chance for Anthony Patterson.
It's a lovely goal, that, mind. Lovely goal.
Watford 2-1 ahead. Sunderland fans still streaming out down below us from half-time refreshments.
Sean's just says we're determined to self-sabotage for automatic hope, hopes, aren't we?
Behind.
Inside the first minute of the second half. Watford go ahead from a goal behind here at the Stadium of Light.
It was a good goal. You can't argue with that.
Here they come again. Fredadze.
Could be a route from Watford. This could beat us 4-1 at home.
Sunderland are rocking here a little bit.
Yeah, well, as I said there, they've carried on where they left off before the break. Watford, certainly since they got the equaliser from the penalty spot, he's just scratching his head. We said I said before the break, well, he's thinking maybe of changing it. The same 11 came back out at half-time.
Regis Debris there, scratching his head.
Warming up. I can't see anyone getting stripped, so I think it's going to be an immediate decision.
Mike Elliott on social media says now they'll sit back and we'll spend the rest of the game passing backwards and forwards across the middle. Few fans saying that was a cracking goal, to be fair. Third game in a row where we've conceded at least 2 goals.
So they need to react here. Abdul Samed.
Atmosphere was abysmal here, I'm not surprised.
Mepham going direct.
A bit forced, isn't it?
A lot of fans saying sometimes
Wilson,
you just can't stop goals like that, and that was one of them.
Comes off the outside of the flag, doesn't it?
Now, this will show Sunderland's character, won't it? Pato at fault, no keeper stopping that, no chance. Seems like the Bree has lost the dressing room, the way we're playing. This is not promotion form, especially at home, Jerry. We came back from 2-1 down against Borough. We're not going to do it every game, Michael, mate. We're just not. Exactly, not all hope is lost, says Benz. Borough game papered over some cracks, though 2 gift goals from Borough. No keeper would have saved that strike. A lot of fans are saying that as well, mine. But once again, without Joe Bellingham, keep on saying this, and I shouldn't. But without Joe Bellingham, we just not the same side. And that's because we lack strength and depth. We miss a player, and we just collapse, don't we?
Stumbles as he tries to play the ball.
Yeah, well, no, I thought he was going for his pocket there.
Yembe stayed down. We're in no hurry to do anything now, Watford.
Talking to from the referee there.
And the Watford fans are coming in saying, "We love you, Watford, we do," says John and Sean Clary. Well, absolutely sure you so. Just love your team. And it was a cracking goal, I've got to say that. There was no goalkeeper in the world stopping that.
Looks for Wilson Isidore, cut out by Loser.
John Yield says, "We're simply not good enough from automatic promotion. Playoffs are our only hope. We need to pick the pace up. Watford will just laugh at us, the fans."
It's the slightest of touches, isn't it, Danny? But he's felt it and gone down.
Yeah, pressing, weren't they? He's not really argued it, Chris Rigg. I think it's one of those accidental ones, and I guarantee we'll see it back now. It doesn't look like there's any contact. But yeah, it stands on his right boot.
Bong says, "Get Neil or Samed off."
A tight area there, Watford, Sunderland pressing him.
Just people who couldn't play every single game now, rest of the season away from home.
Flicked on by Chris Rigg. So they need a bit more composure in this final third. Here's Dan Neil. Enzo Lafay. Almost got around.
Man City's equalised, no surprise there. What we're saying now then, lads, says Shadow. Any fans still want this fraud in change of our team?
Yeah, game's come to life now. From Sunderland point of view.
Here's Lafay.
Put Lafay in the middle, get Rigg off, put Mugenda on the wing. You probably do that in the 83rd minute, SGO, when we're 3-1 down. That's the trouble.
Lewis has gone down again, this time holding his right ankle. Let's have a look. So Lafay receives the ball. Oh, this is the one going to the goal, yeah. Yeah, it's just so good, just toes it away from him.
Bye-bye, John Clarvey, currently a mag.
Wide free kick, Patrick Roberts, I think. Got duties there. Bend it in behind that Watford back line.
It's funny, you never see the mags, do you, when we're winning? You don't see any of them.
Isn't it? Yeah. Still looking for his first goal, isn't he? In a Sunderland shirt. Good opportunity. Lovely ball in from Patrick Roberts. Is he onside? I think. When is he now third in line? No, it wasn't. It was the second one in line. I think he may be just offside. The ball comes in, but he's free and he should hit the target. Worst case.
Does that Lafay have a buy option? Does anyone you know? I don't think he'll stay with us if we didn't get promoted, mind.
Brings in Sissoko. Sissoko thinks about the cross. Hesitates and Luke O'Neill knocks it out for the throw in. All the Sunderland subs out warming up beneath us.
Why is it Sunderland are like this at home though? What is it?
Want to keep warm as a sub, really.
High one, it's a long one. Dan Neil helps it on its way, but stopped by Loser. Deli Bashiru. Pollock.
How many points are Watford off the playoffs? Does anybody know?
Kanyembe stumbles. Patrick Roberts takes it. Now he looks for Wilson Isidore. Keeper's come a long way. Oh, he just gets there.
Yeah, does well, the keeper. Salvik, he's off his line earlier. Maybe Patrick, can he just play it along the floor for Wilson? He's on his way. Puts too much on it, really.
Roberts, hassled. Goes down, gets a free kick. Lefay comes across to take it. Watford have got men around the ball. They're just wasting time here, Watford. I don't know why the referee just doesn't boot one of them and they're stopped.
They're just 1 point off the playoffs.
Really arguing when you're getting back 10 yards.
It's a fact, Keith Lupton, without Job, we struggle like mad.
West Bromwich Albion.
We struggle like mad.
Monroe's side, can beat it home. Here's Enzo Lefay. It's a lovely ball in. Serkin keeps it alive, but there's no one attacking it.
The first one, nobody attacks the first one really. See 2 or 3 yellow Watford shirts going for it there. Nobody really on the front foot.
Here's Patterson. Gets it back. There's some activity on the Sunderland bench. I think Jan Paveda's getting stripped down there.
Paveda getting stripped down. Well, that fills you full of confidence, doesn't it?
As Dan Neil takes it. Drives forward. Here's Enzo Lefay. Serkin's ahead of him. Can't find him, but it might come
Let's
through
get
Chris
to the
Rigg
100
here.
likes.
Rigg
Come on,
moves it on to
folks.
Patrick Roberts.
Hit that thumbs up button.
Roberts is inside the area. Roberts tries to cross. Hume keeps it alive. Abdul Samed.
Ball was on there for Samed earlier. I didn't want to
Stephen Lynn says we are a team that comments Harry Carey. Definitely not a Premier League team. A long way to go. A massively long way to go, Stephen.
The cards have gone in. There's going to be some changes from a Sunderland perspective in the second.
It's a foul, isn't it?
Well,
Look what happens. Like I say, when we miss one player with injury, we'll fall to pieces.
Sure he doesn't get a free kick to Watford on the far
Need
side.
someone to support Isidore. Possibly stick Meander out with wide with Enzo. Yeah, Alexic and Paveda doesn't fill you with much hope, does it?
Let's give a throw in to Watford.
Yeah, he's missed the first
He doesn't like putting a Meander on, does he?
Say Paveda stripped off down below, is ready to go.
Is that who it is down there?
Is it?
Might be Alexic.
Alexic it is, yeah, actually, yeah. See the top of his head over the tunnel.
There's a couple getting stripped. As Chris Rigg digs one out. It's in between the two players. Eventually,
Paveda as well, yeah, double substitution.
Headless chicken Paveda, who falls over the joys of supporting Sunderland.
Paveda.
If we lose today, then I'll ask on the chat. Would you say the top two's definitely gone? Forgot it. We need to concentrate on the playoffs. Would you say that?
Double change for Sunderland.
If we lose today, at the playoffs, done and dusted.
Mepham.
If Alexic scores 2, I'll jump around this stream naked.
Serkin.
Says Stewart.
Smash clear.
If Paveda on, definitely sabotaging the game. Get rid of Paveda. Like I say, SJ, there must be a reason why he's not putting Paveda on. I mean, Meander on. Gotta be. David Jackson says, yeah, Cabby, defo no auto.
Attacking midfielder on.
Yeah.
Tony says defo as well.
Right hand side as well. Patrick Roberts making way for Paveda. He's got a few minutes to the night, didn't he, at Middlesbrough? Opportunity late on, lost his foot.
It's not top 2 form. It's not top 2 form. Win, draw, draw, win, draw, draw, defeat, win, lose, win, draw, win, draw. We need, I keep saying this and it's a long task. Sunderland need 3 or 4 wins on the bounce. but we can't do it. We're not capable of doing it. Just in case says, snatching defeat from the jaws of victory is what we do best. We have Lafay, who is class above, but we do what we do, not exactly play him out of position, but deny him his favourite position. There are too many games left to give up on top 2, says Paul. Not getting into autos if we can't beat these, says SJ. Depending on slip-ups to get the top 2. 15 games left, Corey. Loads of time, mate. Come on, lad, says Finley. Trouble is, you just can't see Leeds and Burnley losing. Very rarely. Or dropping points. Chase says, defo agree, Cabby. This time of year, winning runs are crucial. And Sunderland have really, apart from the beginning of the season, Sunderland have failed to do it miserably, winning 4 or 5 on the bounce or something like that. That's what we need to do if we really want to jump into the top 2. That's the standard of this league. Sunderland need to win about 4 or 5 on the bounce. Can you see this squad capable of doing that? Because I cannot. David, the sad thing is we will beat Leeds. Aye, and then we'll lose to Hull City the game after. At home.
They need to at least get one to keep this 100% home record in the
There's
league.
Enzo in the middle. Says, I'm surprised Lafay isn't pulling his hair out.
What impact can Milan, Alexic have and Jan Poveda? Looks like Dan Neil's gone to the more sitting role there, Danny.
Yeah. Just dropped in a little bit more, hasn't he? Alexic.
Poveda looking for Trey Hume. Ball comes off Chris Rigg. He's frustrated as Watford have a throw in.
Alexic alongside Chrissy Rigg. Dan Neil just dropping in.
Oh, year of little faith. We're still in with a chance of automatics, says Colin Major. Well, Colin, we need to put about 4 or 5 wins together on the bounce, mate, for that to happen. We're drawing far too many games and losing. Today isn't helping at the minute.
5 seconds, really, yeah.
Hull City's not an easy game, Chase, at all. Spoiler, weird substitution, says Normsky. But the trouble is, though, Chase, Burnley and Leeds are just doing the business week in, week out. And we aren't doing that. I bet Leeds smash these. That's the difference on the top 2. We don't do that. No, we don't. If you shut your eyes, it just sounds like a Sunderland League game, doesn't it? It just sounds like there's 40 people watching the game on the side of the pitch.
Manages to come away with the ball and find Dan Neil. Trey Hume has to go back.
What happens if we score 2 goals and win? Well, at the minute, I can't see us scoring 1 goal, Kalki.
Alexic. Find Dan Neil. It's cut out by Chris Rigg, though. Pokes it straight forward. Lafay. Isidore. Lafay. Isidore shoots. Charge down.
Just can't see a goal coming from us today. Like, I cannot see us getting an equaliser the way we're going on. Agreed, Cabby, says Chase. I think commented that on some of the channels a while back. The others just have more consistency with the things they do well. It's daunting to keep up. Not likely, Kalki.
Poveda. Deep one.
Cork and crap for the first one.
He feels he was pulled down.
Sunderland fans behind the goal, they want a penalty.
That was close.
Not sure we'll see it back in a minute. I think Poveda digs it cross out to the far post.
Caught and crap for first one. Sunderland League defender when ball's going away from goal.
Look at his arms there. Oh, I'll tell you what. Do you know what we're going to go to there, Frankie? Anywhere else on the pitch, standard free kick. He's got his arms round him. Oof.
It's no good just protesting.
Those fans behind the goal were asking the question.
He's Rigg. Just taking off his toe. Pollock.
How's that not a penalty? Like, I've just seen the replay. He's got his arms around Isidore, properly clamping him, stopping Isidore from moving anywhere.
yellow
Stephen
card
Lynn
here.
says, why is it the players all say that the support they receive from the supporters is fantastic? So, once again, why can't they do it at home?
Yeah,
Totally
just gets
agree.
away
Tony
from him
Hunton
there,
says,
doesn't he?
these are 3 teams
Beer.
more consistent above us.
It's ahead of
So,
him, it is. He
defo not
fouled,
top
there's a
2.
booking.
I've been Sunderland from Whitehead, keen era from India. Started following them in 2008. Welcome, Kalki. Enzo on a yellow now. Wow, fantastic news. Anywhere on the pitch, that's a free kick. So, Joe, not a penalty. Nah, playing like this, we will not go up. Anybody new, just hit the subscribe button. Thank you. And hit that thumbs up. If we can get to 100 likes, we're on 87. Be much appreciated. So, are Sunderland looking at their first defeat at home this season? Playing like this will not go up. This is terrible. We don't seem to have any urgency, SG, to even get an equaliser, do we? It was a penalty, says Return. No one with a brain would even dispute that.
Goes back to his keeper, who hits it first time. Epham, for the header, loser, knocks it down.
It is painful. Has there any teams in this
Now Pollock under pressure.
this season done the double over Sunderland
Sure.
with
Penalty
wins?
goes the other way. Vidanzi again. Goal kick.
Come back off loser, yeah.
David Jackson
Hit the
says
red
first
ball,
of many
towards the
losses, I
corner
think,
flag.
Cabby.
Goal kick's taken. Luke 9 has it. Job looks on from the stand.
Still, Watford are bossing this. They're passing it around with confidence.
Yeah, just have a look. I think it's actually.
We just can't get the ball off
He's had a
him.
swap, hasn't he, with Alexic? You see, far side Alexic has gone out there, hasn't he? The face come in a little bit more centrally there.
Plymouth haven't done the double. We drew at home. I'm on about 2 defeats. They beat us home and away. Job's now sitting in the stands there. He looks sick as a chip.
Vader.
Chase says officiating all the English leagues,
Neil,
even Prem this
Vader
season, have been
together,
rotten.
but Sunderland managed to lose the ball. And this is Doumbia.
The transfer window's been terrible this January, Calky.
Chased by the Sunderland shirts. Can't get it off him.
And it doesn't help signing a Liverpool striker that's injured.
Possession.
Yeah, eventually, yeah.
Get into them,
Press up
Sunderland,
there.
says Michael.
Vader pressing.
Get playoffs with semi 4-1, then lose to Borough 3-1 in the final.
Oh, they've got a man as well in Gakia to the left. Can he get there? He can. It's charged down by Trey Hume. It'll be a corner for Watford.
Yeah, it does well in the end, Trey Hume.
Watford looking the more likely to get the 3rd goal here, by the way.
2v1. Gakia trying to get in
Tony
behind
Huntington
him,
says
feed it
our
across,
form
does
at
enough
home
to
has
get
been
to turn
rubbish
behind for the corner, Trey Hume.
since December.
Watford
I don't know why though. Only one team looked like scoring. I've just said that, Brian. Yeah, me end it on for.
Corner's been taken quickly and short. And Gakia puts one in. Danger. Headed away by Trey Hume.
I've heard, Chase, that Dance could be
Back in
available
there
for the
by
last
Andrews.
5 games
It's a
of
high
the
one.
season.
Beckham's under this one. Isidore tries to help it on its way. Dan Neil tries to bring it under control. Somehow Watford have it again.
Chris Riggs stayed down there. Congested, wasn't it? Turned back into bodies. All the times the Sunderland players.
Neil, we've allowed them to dominate, giving them space and conceding possession. We shouldn't sit back because we're so good at fast running, attacking football. We haven't got Job though, Neil. We haven't got Job in the middle, and every time we miss in Job, we haven't got anything in the middle to feed the attacks. We haven't got that.
He's feeling that, Chris Rigg.
He is such a huge miss today, is Job, and it's evidence. Evidence.
It goes out for Sunderland throw.
Sam it all over again. Sign and dance from Liverpool.
Remain there, watching on. Won't be enjoying this.
Yeah, not too far away, Remain, from what we understand.
It's sad, though, isn't it, when you miss one player. My mate's just texted me, old Scrag End. He just says those subs are terrible that we've brought on. He says we're supposed to chase and win the game with those subs.
It's a foul.
Still no card.
Sunderland fans want
Without a doubt, Chase, I think a few will be off.
There. Just gets done by Dennis. Bit of skill, just rolls across his body, opens it up. Nah, listen, I think it's a foul. I don't think there's anything more, I've got to be honest.
Well, as Mayenda's getting some instructions, he's poised to come on, but he won't come on just yet. As we move on to the 70th minute, Sunderland a goal behind at home against Watford. In from Lafay, Deli Bashiru bashes it out.
Kalki says we don't have any live streams available. Oh, TV in India in the Championship. You're not missing much today, put it this way. Best players, they can't even beat Watford. You just have to try and search online, Dar, for the football, but you're not missing much.
But he's still got the ball here. Kiembe stumbling. Still remains on the
Should
ball.
have took the dugout for a walk rather than watching this crap. The joys of supporting Sunderland. Yeah, we can't keep the ball, my mate says. We can't keep the ball.
Hume gets up.
And we're letting far too many goals in, aren't we?
Deli Bashiru back to Pollock. Mayenda looks on from the technical
Chase says
area.
that's the saddest part of this division. Make a great run
Pollock
at the
gets
top
there.
4 and build a nice squad, only to get purged from Premier League teams if you don't get up to pressing. It's such a cruel league, isn't it? The teams that come down, they just end up dominating the Championship, and nobody's got a cat and else chance, really, have they? Yeah. We deserve nothing from this game. Watford have outplayed us. Watford want it more. It's as simple as that.
We'll try and get him involved and create something for Sunderland. There's that change.
Coming off for lines of Mayenda.
Yeah. Ball will be just get Mayenda up there alongside.
We still remain 4th, says Janet. There's still time, says Dougie. Well, it's running out fast, Dougie. Time's running out. Mayenda and Ballard on now, says Brian.
20 minutes.
Does 4th get us automatically promoted? It doesn't, SG, as we all know. 4th not good for Sunderland. We're useless in the playoffs. Bring back Cecil Irwin. What is the channel? You just have to search on Google, mate, and try and find it on there. So Watford's going to be the only team this season that potentially... Oh, thanks for the 2 subscribers. I've now got 3,650 subscribers now. Thank you very much.
Still going Jan Paveda. Still going Jan Paveda. And still going Jan Paveda. But maybe tried too much in the end.
They shouldn't want it more. Just don't understand, says Neil.
Does well in this league, Paveda, doesn't he? But
first defeat at home. Leeds will demolish these, though.
Actually taking it quickly here, Watford.
Millwall are doing special things recently. I'm 35 now, says Chase. When I was a kid, it was so easy to attack our favourite players because it wasn't so rare for them to do it for long periods.
Got themselves in front, happy to just slow the game down and keep the ball, frustrate Sunderland.
Attack to no attack, says Chase. Jack says the season's been different. We should have ran away with second place. Had chance after chance to do so. Packet Andrew says, right, Cabby, I'm off. Can't be arsed with Sunderland. Sorry, mate. I know, I can understand your frustration. And that's the trouble when you have a kick-off early on a Saturday. It gives you more of the weekend to be cheesed off about it, doesn't it? Come on, Mayenda. No tempo in the squad today. Far too slow, says Scott Dickinson. Scott Dixon. Doug says should have just slept in. It's depressing, isn't it? Black Cats, let's rattle Watford.
Gakia. Imran Luza.
Sums up supporting Sunderland, Neil. Actually, out of curiosity, does anybody know who the current longest standing player in this team is?
Straight in Anthony Patterson. And there's no movement.
I'm just watching the game, like I say here now, and Watford seem to have more space. The passing's needs to finding a player every time. They're in complete control. Looking at this. Sunderland chasing shadows here. And once again, listen how quiet the stadium at night is.
Second. Daniel offers in the middle. It goes to Luke O'Neill. Now Chris Mepham. Sunderland quite advanced on the pitch. Poveda. He's patient and gets a throw in.
How can missing one player, like Job, do this to the whole team? It's mad, isn't it? How the hell is Serkin still on the pitch? How's Lafay playing? He pressed me out going. He's just not had the chance to get going with the game, Kalki.
He's got to go out wide there. Alexic, look at the space he's got. There's a little dink ball and misunderstanding. I think it was with Enzo Lafay. The easy option in. Milan Alexic has got yards on that left-hand side touchline.
Oh dear me.
He's out. Finds Chekvedadze with space. He starts motoring forward again. He's got much help.
Cabby, you're so right. 75 minutes to bring a striker. Second striker on. There's crackers in it. Normski. Just looking in at the Sunderland fans now. They look sick as a chip. One guy biting his nails. The other older fella sitting next to him with his hood over his head just doesn't know which way to look. And still, it's just our Watford.
Poveda.
Switch it.
He's O'Neill. Another glance at the clock. 40 minutes left or so. Sunderland need at least a goal.
Just watching us coming from the back here again. We're so slow.
It's coming right now in the moment.
Sunderland have a bit of the ball. Watford happy to soak it up really, but Sunderland aren't really working the keeper at all, are they?
What can they do from this?
Corner.
They've got a corner.
Come on, son, and pull yourself together, says Ben.
Fifth of the afternoon. They still believe.
Yeah, still plenty of time, isn't there? Of course there is, yeah. Get that equaliser.
One forward apart from Dan Neil, who's on the centre circle.
Should have went two up front. I know, says Jack. And quickly, says Janet. Dougie B says, good job we strengthened the team in the transfer window. Yeah.
Foul.
It's like we've replaced double glazing with bloody cling film. Clabby, which players would you expect to leave in the summer and which ones would you be desperate to keep? I think Roberts will be gone. I think Serkin will be gone.
Deep, wasn't it? And Trey Hume puts it back across for Luke
I don't think Lafay will be here. I don't think Job will be here.
And it gets cut out and you can feel the frustration from the crowd as well.
Rig possibly. Poveda I don't think will be here. I know he's on contract, but he's not good enough.
Sky meander shows too much to Kiambe. Dan Neil looking forward. Trey Hume doing the same. Wilson does get
awful, this like
to take full control.
Yeah. Just an awkward one, isn't it, as it just bounces up in front of Wilson Isidore there. So far, it's pretty frustrating half for him, hasn't it? We've barely got him into the game, really. Certainly in that final third.
Serkin.
Big summer for the ball to prove himself. If that happens, that's scary to think about.
He just set a little bit. Be patient.
We've mucked up again this season
Right idea.
without getting, once again, that recognised striker.
What can Sunderland do now? They're building. This is Luke O'Neill.
Yeah, this is where we've got to move it quicker now. You say, I know Luke wants to carry it out, but you've got to move the ball quicker. Don't allow those 4 or 5 Watford players to get back in.
Serkin looks up, puts the ball in. That come off the goalkeeper.
looking
That
at
should be a corner.
ref and linesman are looking at each other. They're unsure.
That's the most obvious corner.
I'm not sure why the ref is looking at the linesman who's further away. Surely he can
Wasted
see
corner
whether the keeper's
gesture, you
carried it.
know.
Maybe he's
Waste of a
behind the
shirt.
line,
Purveyor, says Jack Reed.
He's certainly gloved it behind the goalkeeper, hasn't he?
Yeah. Cummins is going to come on in a second.
I'm sure it's near post. I think it's a miss-hit cross from Dennis Serkin. Get a corner out of it, Sunderland.
I have to agree, says Chase. If the best they had to come up with was Dan's, who will potentially only play 5 of the remaining games, it's nuts.
Yeah, he's arguing it, Chris Mepper.
Straight into Sissoko's head, great corner, run fast attack, how well, lad, says Neil. Watford wasting time, pretending to be injured.
Yellow card for. Check for Dante for kicking the ball away.
Totally agree, Kalki. They should have really pushed the January transfer window. Just a shame. Dormant, way too slow and fussy. Time wasting, says Simon. Yeah. Well, they will do. They're winning.
Cummins, the punter, midfielder on.
And I just can't see at all where a Sunderland goal will come from.
33 now, Cummins.
He's played his part, hasn't he, the young man? So you have the header, save from Anthony Patterson, and he goes and wins his side the penalty. Those Watford fans.
Neil says, to be fair, we were in a few, but the other teams pushed it to the wire, and then the players weren't interested.
Well. But not just yet.
Yeah.
Ballard.
They're just doing what they need to do, aren't they, SJ? They're doing what they need to do.
What we think of that? Chuck him up top. Good route one. Sure.
Starting to rain quite heavily here at the Stadium of Light. Low cloud as well as they look out from the west stand here across the Stadium of Light pitch. Trehew, Paveda. Paveda goes again.
Just booked tickets to the Hull City game, but we'll lose. Jack Reed says, signed Lafay early on, and you think this would have been a good window. Typical Sunderland bringing in an injured player.
Big chase on here for the ball.
Yeah, does well, Andrews.
Yep.
But also, I keep saying it on this stream today, take Job out the side. We're just a missing unit. We're just like a circuit board. We're just not connected. The wires aren't connected when we take Job out. My mate Scraggens just said this is effing awful, and there's no way on earth we will be promoted.
This has gone down looking for a free kick. Just gets away from the fit. Now Paveda.
Ballard on, left him off.
Dan Ballard poised. Not yet though.
Not sure how good Speakman is at negotiating. He seems good at picking up players when there's no competition.
Couple added on for injuries and substitutions you'd expect, but
well, this is looking like Sunderland's first defeat at home in the league.
Yeah, taking into the last 10 minutes. Just interesting to see where is Dan Ballard. I think they're going to chuck him up top, saying there, but who fought?
I've done nothing this second half to get excited about, have we? Nothing.
It's not quite working out, is it? Not threatening the keeper enough.
Leeds lost 2-0. Yeah, they won't be bothered about that.
It's a straight swap at the back. It's Chris Mepham. I don't think he's injured, Chris Mepham, so.
Fourth change for Sunderland.
They'll be looking at this score and rubbing their hands and be saying, thanks Sunderland for doing us a favour. Thanks Watford, should I say.
That's it. It's been a thorn in Sunderland's side all afternoon. Still got the ball here.
Serkin should be off, says Brian. Is Lebrie watching a different game? Just our defence, man. We're just letting far too many goals in, doing too many mistakes. Says some people on chat. But to be fair, penalty, and you couldn't do much with our second goal, could you? 5 keepers on the goal line was not going to save that.
Vader. Change for Watford. Francisco Ciaralta is going to come on. Sissoko will come off.
Sissoko hands the armband over to Matty Pollock. Two boos, save for the former Newcastle man.
No change for them.
3 more likes to hit 100 likes, thank you. Team have showed no passion today. Our defence is awful, says John. Roland Sinclair says not playing well, but we're not. Kalki says wish Catmull was here.
5 at the back, is it? He's dropped in there.
Mackenzie says is the sitting back that costs us and playing stupid passes back across the box. See it all the time, don't I?
5 minutes left of normal time.
5 minutes to get a point. Watford at 8th. We're not going to score today, SG. There's just... Where's the goal going to come from? We've got nout in the middle. Watford done their homework. Easy win for them today. They have kept the crowd quiet, frustrated and took 3 points.
Coming on. Hasn't been able to
You see it? Take Job out the side and you've got nout in the middle.
Down the right-hand side yet.
Go get Eric Gates, show them where the goal is. 6 AM trying to stay awake. Game not helping, says Doug. Where's the passion? Still in the changing rooms, I think, Michael.
Dan Neil.
Just not happening for Sunderland, is it? It's like unbeaten record. 5 minutes to go.
Where is the drive, says Janet. Come on, Eric, says John. They've let the 40,000 people down and the millions watching everywhere and paying for streams and whatnot, says and that's what Derek says. They've let the 40,000 people down. Oh, Dan Neal's just shouted F off. I could hear that clearly there.
Big goal, isn't it? Listen, from where we were last time here against Plymouth, disappointing result with the 2-2. Certainly take that at this moment.
2-2, I just can't see us scoring. We're just not creating anything at all. We are creating nout. Nout. Michael Libium says they should be bleeding for that shirt. Should be.
Cross into the box maybe. Paveda is held up. Finds Lafayette. Puts one through!
Oh, difficult one, yeah. Feeds it through the legs of Matty Pollock there. Not sure whether he's trying to just feed it into the far corner or he's looking for a runner. Either way, it ends up in the keeper's gloves.
Well, I'm sorry to bring you a drab match, guys and girls.
Yeah, I think he's maybe looking for his door and he gets bumped off it by a banquet.
Done by Dan Neil. Mayenda goes down, gets the free kick. He's feeling that one, Eliza Mayenda.
Liam is back there.
Have we scored? Have we scored? You're saying 2-2. Desmond. So far behind on the stream, like.
Got the ball.
Sunderland corner. Well, it might not be last chance, but it's getting that way, Danny.
Yeah, it is, yeah. So I think Dan Mollard does give you an aerial presence, doesn't he, in the opposition box as well.
Needs to be a good delivery. It's another flat one from the face. Flicked on, no!
Oh,
Get in!
No goal. Is it
Dennis Cirkin?
Dennis Cirkin, yeah. Come off the Watford player. Let's have a look at it back now. So it's not a great corner end, and Watford players are livid there, arguing with each other.
Oh dear.
Camera's looking at Deli Bashiru in there. Matty Pollock asking questions of one another, the Watford players. Corner's taking quite quick, isn't it? Let's have a look back now. Lafay whips it into that near post area. No, it is Dennis Sirkin, yeah. Deli Bashiru lets him go, he's not switched on. Look at him there. He's off the back of him, rooted. Dennis Sirkin, guilty, giving the penalty away. Gets his side back on level terms.
Meanwhile, while we were all watching that, Watford have a corner. I don't know if we can get a replay of what happened.
Yeah, Anthony Patterson's having a little smile about it. Yeah, we're not sure we're watching the replay back on the screen.
Anyway, let's see if we can see what Sunderland can do for this. Loser.
Well.
Sunderland need to be switched on here and then go for it. The crowd encouraging them to step out.
It's not 3-2, Macy. Oh my God.
Daniel gets there. Pollock goes down. Ngakia.
Why does Sunderland do this?
There'll be 5 minutes added on. 5 minutes.
Five minutes injury time.
Well, Watford are going to slow it down now. Matty Pollock not in a rush to take the throw in.
Some fans saying a draw still need good.
For this now. Can Sunderland go on and get all 3 points? They've got to ask some questions of this Watford side.
There'll be some noise in the stadium, won't there?
No.
If that third went in.
They probably thought they were over the line, Watford. They switch off from a set piece. Get punished. Now I'm sure they take the point.
Knew we would score, Cabby, said Susan.
Nearly 1 of the 5. Ballard's looking for Isidore. Comes up. Paveda will get there. Paveda rides a couple of challenges. Finds Dennis Sirkin. No one's leaving this.
It is better than a defeat, a point. You've got to say it.
He's Trehugh. Paveda. Can he put a ball in? He stands one up. Paveda come from an offside position.
Yeah. Goes for the big volley there, doesn't he? Alexic over the far side, struggled really to get involved in the game since he
You've got to say, well, I'm happier at 2-2 than 2-1. I wouldn't be a Sunderland fan if I wasn't pleased with it being 2-2 than 2-1.
And then he just guides it in, doesn't he, with that left boot. Oh, here's what happened. Yeah.
Went for it. They went for it from the kickoff.
Yeah. It was loser, wasn't it? Already scored one in that end. Decent strike.
Yeah, how many sitters do we miss? Like
running with it and Pearce. The line to Mayenda. Isidore's ahead of him. Isidore's in.
Oh! Big chance.
That was it.
Well, we've seen the combination before. We thought that was the moment. Got a quiet second half. Wilson Isidore. Everything. What you want is onside as well. I think that's going to go round the keeper. He wants to try and play it underneath him. He almost sits on the ball, the goalkeeper. There. Oh,
just seeing that on the replay now. Like,
3 points.
he should have just nutmegged the keeper like he did against Middlesbrough. He wasn't offside. Keeper knew exactly all day long what Isidore was going to do there.
I don't know what to say, Danny.
Well, to be fair, Isidore just played it straight at the keeper.
Another chance, maybe. He's in! It's Alexic!
Oh, another one! Well, I don't know where Sunderland have come to life. Alexic.
Didn't he go play in the last like 4 minutes, or was it?
There's 2 minutes left in this added time. I feel like there might be more chances. Watford are punch drunk at the moment. And Sunderland are asking all the questions. But why have they waited until stoppage time, Danny?
So 2-1-on-1 with the keeper and we'll fluff it.
They're moving it with a bit of purpose and a bit of intensity, getting in behind Watford.
Trehugh, lovely ball in. Watford's player gone down, but
it's not foul.
waving it away.
Barely ran into him.
My God, what does Sunderland do?
It's his hip, isn't it? It's a banquet. Yeah, he heads it. I think it's Dennis Sirkin that sort of runs into him.
I'm not going to be hard on Isidore for missing that for what he's been doing. You just don't score every one-on-one goal, do you?
Well, I think he's at it.
Could this be the most Sunderland game of the season, says Marley Lamb.
Two massive opportunities. First Wilson, Isidore, you'd back him, wouldn't you, to slot it. Keeper almost sits on the ball, and then Milan Alexic, seen a goal a couple of weeks ago.
Michael Lebihan says, get up.
But he tucked away.
I don't know what he's saying get up for.
The keeper, and again, the keeper makes a good save.
Or the injured player.
Watford hanging on. Last minute or so of the game.
Here we go again. We're back underway here. The referee, Robert Jones, says he will add the time on. We've only got 30 seconds of the minimum suggested.
2 points tossed away, says SJ.
The ball's headed towards Jan Prevede.
Could have been 3 points tossed away, but it is another draw at home, isn't it?
Head down, heading towards the cross.
Far too many draws at home, man. Far too many draws this season.
Down under control. 9 trying to unlock. Lefebvre dives in. Watford clear it for now.
See you later, Darren Diver. Cheers, mate.
He's Jan Prevede. Dan Neal's gone on the outside. Mayenda trying to get it back. That'll be a free kick, maybe a yellow card for Prevede.
Yeah, I think that's going to be that.
Yeah, that's going to be that. It looks like it's going to be 2-2. We've not lost, but we're drawn too many games, man.
I think the referee's going to add the minute on which Watford just
We've
wasted.
drawn too many games this season.
The Sunderland fans, a couple of them are starting to leave now. We'll see this as another opportunity missed.
Yeah, massive, yeah. As it stands, 2-2 draws on the bounce at home. How's play to go on, the referee?
And that's a foul surely on Wilson Isidore. And he's standing in front of the ball loser, and he's already on a yellow card, is he? No, he's not.
Cheers for tuning in, everyone. It was good to see we've equalised, but to see the 2 chances missed at the end as well is frustrating.
They want the full-time whistle, Watford. That's it. There you go.
Not good enough, I'm afraid.
Frustrating afternoon for Sunderland, Danny.
Yeah, I'm sure the boos are they for the result.
yeah.
The ref, I'm
Oh,
not sure.
dear
You know,
me,
we've had 90 minutes to go win the game of football, but we came to life, didn't we? In 5 minutes or so there, you can see it's not been enough. Once Dennis Serkin got us back on level terms, 2 massive opportunities to go and win
I would
the game.
like to
Sunderland
know
weren't
how
quite
many
at it this afternoon,
chances.
We've got to be honest. That man there thought he'd scored the winner. Decent strike.
How many
Minute or so
chances,
into the second half.
glorious chances
his
we're
head.
missing, like.
And Tom Cleverley, well, will he
And that's going to be the
another day
difference,
cross,
isn't it?
probably?
That's the difference between a
I think he'll mix
first-class
emotions
striker.
himself there after the
2
start.
chances,
Steve
Alexic
behind
and
early on,
Isidore.
and then the character they showed, and they played some
I mean,
football
what do you
times.
do?
It's a point we have to
Frank is going off it. Cheers, Bong. Cheers, Devon. Cheers, Shadow Michael. Thank you. Roland Sinclair. No bother. Cheers for popping in. Cheers, Benz.
sums it up really, doesn't it?
Have a good day, Glumpy. Need to beat Luton or we'll absolutely crap it again, says SJ. Can't believe your fans booing. You're having a great season. I think the booing at the officials. You're welcome, Ian Wallace. Says, cheers, Stuart. Appreciate what you do, fella. My mate Scragend has just texted me and he says only played for the last 10 minutes and we should have put those chances away. How many chances like that do we miss? I was surprised what Isidore's missed their mind, like, because I mean it's showing you there. He's standing there biting his bottom lip. He's like that. And he knows, I mean, that's hurting him. That's hurting him. He knows that I should have done better. It's like, it didn't have as much time as that chance when he scored against Middlesbrough. But I just thought he could have done the same thing. He could have dummied the keeper and gone round him and slotted it in. It was like it happened too quick for Isidore. He didn't have time to think. And he sort of panicked a little bit. David Richardson, you're welcome. Stephen Jones says Isidore and Lesic had easy chances to win the game. Both shot straight at the keeper. Jerry says great chance to get 3 points. Again, blowing it away, so frustrating. Alan Ray says thanks, Macam Cabby, top man. You're welcome, Alan. Richie Rennick says cheers for the stream, Cabby. You're welcome. Belief in the last 5 minutes. Why? Says Simon. I know. You welcome Jerry Cheese for tuning in. David Jones says, can't believe Watford was allowed to wrestle all game. Crap tactics. Well, we should have had a penalty when they had their player. He was wrestling Isidore. He had him in a grip lock like that. Proper grip lock. And the referee didn't do a thing. Poor result, says Norman. Well, it's you can't argue with facts. A draw is better than a defeat, especially we were losing this game. But the performance is just not good enough. Like I say, we're missing Job massively today. Nomsky says a draw is better than a loss at this stage. The Lasses' 5th round of Women's FA Cup tomorrow. Hope they do better. Chase says no excuse for a miss, but maybe if they weren't leaving it till the last minute. He says poor bloke would have had to finish under high pressure. Brand Gaiman says good job we didn't take Cirkin off. Haha. That's crackers in it. Simon says thanks Cabby, you're welcome. Michael says thanks again Cabby for you're welcome. Michael Gunning says thanks Cabby for the call. Swerved the bullet there tonight, but a hollow feeling. When is Job back, Cabby? Job will be back for Wednesday night. We just capitulate without Job. We just haven't got that strength in midfield. We don't dominate midfield when we haven't got Job Bellingham. Watch what he does when Job's in the side. You know, we control the midfield when Job's in, and we've got more options when we go forward when Job is in the centre of the park. Take Job away, and we lose that. We lose that intensity for building up. It's evidence. Like I say, when he was off for the 6 games earlier in the season, we drew 6 on the bounce. We just weren't the same side. Nobody comes on and says we played well because we didn't. We didn't. We played well for the first 20 minutes and then we played well for the last 7 minutes. Is that really good enough? If you want to chase top 2, I don't think it is. I'm happier now than what I would have been, of course, of them being 2-1. Thanks for the 2 subscribers, by the way. And thanks for hitting 111 likes. Mandy Grace says, cheers for the stream. You're welcome. SJ says, if he goes straight in because Samed is far too defensive, an option to be playing at home. We need to win our home games, not draw them. Like SJ, we've drawn far too many games so far this home. Back in Division 1 with Jack Ross, that's what stopped us from getting the top 2 back then. We just drew far too many games. And we didn't go up because we lost against Charlton in the playoff final at Wembley. And it's looking like it's going to be this season again. We're just drawn far too many games. 2 draws at home on the bounce is not top 2 material, I'm afraid. Chase says, hope it's okay, me being here, by the way, to be transparent. I'm not a Sunderland supporter. I'm a Mackham Cabby supporter. Cheers. Much respect, mate. Just a love of all things football and proud North East fan. Good to hear you, Chase, man. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. John Boy says, it wouldn't matter who we have up front. You aren't going to get anywhere by conceding 2 goals per game. And that's a good fact, that. 2 goals against Plymouth we've let in, 2 goals against Middlesbrough, and another 2 goals. That's 6 goals we've conceded in 3 games. Our defence need to sort it out. You know what I mean? I think we need to start 2 up front against Wednesday. Sorry, 2 up front on Wednesday. I totally agree. Chris Brown says Sunderland 12 fouls, 5 yellows. Watford 20 fouls, 1 yellow. Well, we should have had a penalty without a shadow of a doubt in that second half. School Report says must do better, says Dougie Stewart. I'm now going to go on social medias now, and I'm going to see what the fans are saying on there. Thoughts on the second half. Let's go for that. Mickey says, all of it or just the last 10 minutes? Good point. Lisa says, should have won that towards the end. At least we got a point, is better than out. Craig says, better with Samed off. Martin Davey says, allowed ourselves to be bullied, tried to walk into the net instead of putting the boot through the ball. We were slow all over the pitch until the 85th minute. 2 billion chances at the end, and we just tried to be clever against the keepers. Isidore should have definitely been finishing that chance. He could have chipped it, hit wide around the keeper, took a touch past the keeper and tapped it in. Yeah, but it's all fair enough saying he should have done this and that and the other, but when he's got like a second and a half to think of that, it's so different being in his position to us typing it now. We should have done this and he should have done that. It is what it is. You know, it's the best players in the world miss chances like that. And it's frustrating. He says, stop trying to be so cocky, just put it away. Elesic should be placing it far corner, but I guess it was a harder chance. Billy says, a few tired legs out there today. Rig needs a rest. We need to see more of Elesic. He is a good player. John Vine says, if we go up, we'll be torn to bits every week. He says, not strong enough. And Pavida will never be a footballer as long as I have a hole in my backside. He says he cannot run. He's weak as pish and gives the ball away every time he gets it. Ian says, one word sums it up, frustration. If we had an average age of 35, then I'd understand why we play so slow for 85 minutes, but we have the youngest. Dean says, thoughts on the whole game, same old, score a goal, sit back, snatch a point at the end, could have had all three, which we wouldn't have deserved. Should have won by at least 2 goals, says Barry. Fought back well. This team has character and fight. Always feel we fight back into games. We need a lethal finisher and a decent penalty taker. With these, we are top and clear. And how many times have I said we need that experienced striker? We still haven't got it. Duncan says, woeful performance. Can't really say any more than that, to be fair. Dominic Pilling says, played for 5 minutes and drawn. Play well for 90, we would have killed them off. Gareth says, after the Equalizer, we looked up for it. Apart from that, we were horrendous. And why did we sign Pavida? Should have had it once, says Mick. Dan says, assistant manager, since he's joined, we've barely seen a game off by 2 or more goals. Unpopular opinion, but I want Ballard in for Meffin. Roberts needs to be benched for Mienda. Not good enough, says Ian. Cam says, should have nicked it. Good point considering it was a lacklustre performance. Michael Sutton says, 2 up front for 30 minutes and we didn't bother to start feeding them until the last 5. Roberts doesn't get back in to when Pavida is fit. Lacked in midfield all game. They had far too much time and space, and that is because we have not got we have not got Job Bellingham. So Simon time again. Chase says, John Boy. Yeah, David Jones, I think we need to start with 2 up front on Wednesday, yeah. Christopher Skidmore says, same old story, Cabby. He says, looking more like the playoffs, my friend. Must win on Wednesday, or we start sliding down the table, my friend. I know we've got plenty of point in had, must be winning, my friend. Yeah, I know, but I am happier that it's 2-2 than 2-1. You wouldn't be a Sunderland fan if you weren't. Easy B says, Watford were terrible. Sunderland players look tired. Ben J says, things can only get better. And Jeff Oleg says, after the Lord Mayor Shaw. Right, so I am going to end the stream now. I will be doing a review straight after this live commentary. Once again, thanks for everybody tuning in. And don't forget, you can tune in to the Mackham Cabby and Davey show this Monday night between 8 o'clock and 9 p.m. And there's always plenty to talk about with Sunderland AFC, isn't there? So it's finished. Sunderland 2, Watford 2. Points are shared. Happy with the point? The way we got the point, yes. But overall, we've got to stop these draws. But on to Wednesday. We'll catch you later. Thanks everybody